Well, I've got two teenage daughters who enjoy sailing their toppers and 420. They haven't done the full RWA system, but they certainly enjoy their sailing. And I think the pathway is very, very strong. Certainly, junior level, it's great. There's lots of opportunities at youth level. Um, and I think the challenge is for men and women is how you get beyond. And there's a big dropout at the end of the youth sailing before you get to Olympic sailing or into other races such as the Volvo Ocean Race or even club racing in keelboats. It feels to me like if you go back 30 years, most people used to have a trade alongside their sailing. So maybe they were a sailmaker or a mast maker, or they were into electronics or working on boats or a rigger or whatever. And then you sailed alongside that sort of trade. And more recently, it's become more professional. So people just sailing full time, maybe not having that trade to back them up, and the professional sailing world has been shrinking. It feels like it's increasing because there's more events, but it's not. The Volvo, there's fewer people taking part. The America's Cup, there's hardly any sailors taking part now. There's no Admiral's Cup. So I think it's very hard to get up for men and women, but especially hard for women. And I think we need to think about what opportunities there are in the industry, and for both men and women, but particularly for the women, in order the fact that they can see that there's a career for them, not just sailing, but actually working inside the sailing world. I think Volvo have been quite smart. I mean, let's be clear. If they hadn't brought in this rule, then there would have been, fewer women, or maybe even no women involved in this race. It's a shame there isn't another all-female boat. But I think if they really want to increase the standard in women's sailing, they're right. The women need to sail with the men, and we're seeing that in Olympic sailing now with the NACRA, and we know that by 2024 we have to have equal participation at the Olympics between men and women. So in my role at the RAA, one of the things we need to do is increase the participation and the standard of the women, across the board.